Ow. Ow.
Right here, guys.
What?
Look at it.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Cliff. How you doing?
Hi.
Look at Sully.
Hi, Mom. How are you guys? Come in.
In case you didn't know, we make all sorts of videos about moving to Florida and all the fun things you can do when you get here. So make sure you subscribe down below, hit that bell so you don't miss any of our uploads, especially when we go live to answer your questions.
So, as you guys just saw, we had a very emotional first time seeing family in the last year. And we thought it would be a great idea to interview them and get their perspective on what their thoughts were when we moved to Florida.
So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Cliff,
And I'm Lori.
and we're Lindsay's parents.
Parents. So guys, what was your initial reaction when we told you guys we were moving to Florida?
I guess I wasn't totally surprised because it's kind of been something you guys were saying you wanted to do for quite a while. Was a little bit surprised that it came up so fast.
Okay, so now that the shock is gone, what are your thoughts now that we've been here for over a year?
Because we had all of the grandkids so close, you know, when you guys were in Wisconsin, we were all within a couple of miles of each other. We kind of got accustomed to being able to see each other really whenever we wanted. So this has been a big change in that respect. The hard thing is we miss you guys and we miss the kids, but the overriding thing for us has always been wanting you to do what is right for your family and what makes you happy. So one of the things that having you guys located so far away has brought to light is that we didn't take advantage of being close when we were there. What should have been important was to take all the opportunities that we had when we were so close. You know, for me, having you far away is a little different because I was born in Kansas City, moved to Minneapolis when I was about in first grade. I moved from Minneapolis to Wisconsin when I was a sophomore in high school. So I've been away from my extended family a good part of my life, so I have a little bit more foundation. Lori, you grew up right in the town where you live, right?
Yep, and for me, that I think is the hardest because we have a very large family and no one moves away. I think with that, for anyone thinking of doing that, that is probably the hardest thing. You know, Lindsay and I talk on the phone every day and all that, but there's just nothing like if she needs me or I need to go by her or we want to get together and things like that with the kids and the grandkids. You know, they absolutely have so much fun playing together, and I know that's been an adjustment for them as well. For me, in a selfish way, of course, I wish they didn't move so far away, but you know, the other side of me, I am kind of adventurous a little bit, and I want them to have every opportunity and get to do all the fun things, you know, that it offers here. So I have a little bit harder of a time.
And you
but
get to come do them with us.
I do, because this is like one of our favorite places.
Yeah,
We traveled before they decided to make this home.
Yeah, I mean, when my parents were snowbirding and there, we had a place that was basically empty all summer, we'd come down and spend 3 weeks in July and August all by ourselves. We like the area. So one of the advantages of it being Florida is it's where we came to vacation anyway. We know the area, we know what we like to do, we know fun things to do. It really comes down to, when Lori and I talk about it though, it's what's right for your family, what's right for you guys. Yeah, we miss the kids, we miss you. we certainly will do a better job when we have the opportunity of getting together. It's just about the family time, which is something that I guess if you're looking to move, which means you're still where you are, take advantage of the
Yep.
time you've got before you make the decision, right? That's really the thought that I had about it. I mean, now that you've moved, this is a place we like to come anyway. We'll get here as much as we can. Yeah, it's hard. Harder for some families that literally, I mean, we all lived within a couple of miles of each other. Lori's brother lives 2 houses away from the house they grew up in. Their parents are still in that house.
Yep.
Where I kind of moved all over the Midwest as a kid, so it's different. But really the message is take the time you've got before you move, when you get the
Yep.
opportunity to get together, whether it's you guys coming back to Wisconsin or us coming down here.
Lots of Skyping.
Yes.
Lots of
You know.
Skyping. Technology is different now than it was. I mean, when we moved from Kansas City to Minneapolis, it was long distance to call the next city over.
Yeah.
That's some great advice. So for me, the hardest part was missing all the family gatherings, because every holiday, your family, Lori, has huge gatherings for the whole family. And now that we're here in Florida, we celebrate most holidays by ourselves with just our family. So for us, that's the hardest part. What would you say is the hardest part for you guys?
I'm going to say pretty much the same thing. You know, however, I'm going to include our entire family. It's really, really difficult for all the other cousins, her aunts, her godmother, just everybody. You know, my mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, and things. So it's really hard. It's different. Not having, you know, you guys bring a lot with you when you come. I mean, with the kids and all that stuff. And so
It's a big chunk missing in the holidays.
Yeah.
it is. And you know, and there's a part of my heart that's missing.
Yeah. I think though too, it's the time we get now is so much more special because So Eric and I are gonna take over from here. I think what the big moral of the story is that the time we get now is just that much more special, because we don't get many times a year, but the times that we do,
We take advantage of it.
exactly.
So just recognize that. Make sure you get trips planned back to your home state. Make sure relatives are willing to come visit you down here in Florida, and just make your time that you spend with them that much more special.
Like my parents had said, if you're home and you're still in your home state now, make sure, take advantage of it. Do as much as you can with your family now, because
You're gonna miss it, and those are
You're gonna
memories
miss
that
it.
you won't have otherwise if you don't do the stuff.
exactly.
Like always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.